Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock and this is ARK Survival Ascended. We are in the 4th day and we've just leveled up to level 22. I'm going to pump health up to 150. We now have the ability to make tranquilizer arrows. We have the ability to make wall torches, although we need cementing paste for that. We have another saddle, a tripwire alarm, some propellant, trophy mount, and parachutes, so that we can jump off cliffs and not die if we have a parachute. So I've done a couple of things here while we were while you guys were not watching. Let me grab my torch. In the fridge, I now have 315 spark powder. So I gathered a bunch more flint and stone. I did that. I also named all of these. So this one is going to have flint, stone, and metal in it. And you can see we're making a little bit of a start. We don't have a lot yet. But we do have some metal, which is pretty good. This one in the middle will be thatch, fiber, and wood. And you can see we have mostly fiber in here because I've been using the wood to do stuff. And this one is miscellaneous right now, and it has a bunch of stuff, including some dye. So one of the things I thought I would show you guys is how to make dye. It's actually pretty easy. You do it in the cook pot. Let's take the amara berries and the magenta berries, and we come over here, and we need to fill up our water skins, because you can also do it if there's like a water spout nearby, but we haven't done that yet. So we're going to fill up this water skin. We're going to take that off of the hot bar, and then we'll fill up this water skin. So now we have 2 full water skins. And just keeping an eye out for ichthyornises, because I don't want them to bother me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. Pegamastics. Oh, speaking of Pegamastics, I don't know what he just stole. What did you just steal, jerk? I actually have a Pegamastix. Well, that's weird. He must have stolen the mejoberries from me. The last time, I have one in here. She's called Peggy. There's a baby Pegamastix. We could probably tame it, but I'm not interested. So I'm just going to kill it. I do not like Pegamastixes. You get prime meat, as I said, from killing babies, so we can put that in the fridge until we need it. Yeah, so I had a Pegamastix steal mejoberries from me, and it was a low enough level that I guess it was a one-shot tame. So it stole it, and all of a sudden, it said, "You now have a new animal. Do you want to name it?" Like, okay. Anyway, what I was trying to do is prevent stuff being stolen from me, particularly this, and the berries, while we're trying to use the cook pot to show you how to do this. So we have some wood in here. We'll put the pink and the yellow berries, and we're going to put both water things in here. So now we come into dyes. I turned off autocraft because it was screwing things up. So if you want to do, say, I'm trying to see, magenta, you need berries and 1 water. And so you can pick whichever color. Do you want to do a deep dark color or a light pinkish color? All of these are the same. So let's go with this one, and we're just going to say, well, let's light it. And we're just going to say craft 1 of these, and let's do, let's say the darker one. So now we have 5 dyes. It can be used to dye 5 things. I've also taken a paintbrush. You can use it to like paint. And I thought it was disappearing from my inventory, but it goes into the cosmetics section when you take it. Now we also have the yellow ones, which are the amber berries, and I think that's what we need. So we just need to get more water. Now obviously you could fill up a whole bunch of water skins if you want to, and if you're going to do a lot of this, I would, fill up 10 of them, or else if you're not going to fill up 10 of them, then set it up so that there's a water pipe that's supplying it with water. I think you can do that. You could in old school ARK. I don't know about this one. So we're just going to come right here. We're going to add the water to it, and we're going to go back to the yellow, and we'll make a couple of yellow ones. We'll craft this one and that one. Right? And then once it's done, we just take them. Whoops. Didn't really mean to do that, but okay, we just take that one, and it's now dawn on day 4. And now we have a bunch of dyes that we can use. And guys, now that it's sort of lighter out and there's a fire here, you can see it. I have dyed the I have dyed this costume green, like a dark green color, right? So now, let's go inside to our dyes. We'll go ahead and grab, I'm going to grab the dark red. And I don't know if we're going to use these other ones. We'll keep, I guess the citron, we might use that. So what I'm going to do now is take our clothing and, by the way, I have this wrist cloth here that is like, I got it from a loot drop. So there are these, every once in a while there'll be like a beam in the sky, like possibly that one. And it's a loot crate, and if you go get it, which I did, oh, come here. If you go and get it, she's not set to passive fleet, I don't know why she keeps running away. If you go and get it, you can get some cool stuff. So it had some nice, it had some, this nicer wristband on it. So one of the other things I've done here in the house is I created some, shall we call them, night tables next to the bed, and this one holds armor and weapons, and this one holds all of my seeds. But I feel like, where is my other armor? Oh, so no, sorry. This is the nicer blueprint. This one here. So this one provides, if you see, it's got 78 durability, 20 armor, 36 and 15 for the heat and cold, and the regular one is 10 armor, 5 and 15, right? So this one is not as nice, right? But I just want to show you how this works. So let's take our outfit, okay? And then we're going to open it up, and we're going to replace our outfit with these other things, right? And then you go into cosmetics, and you take this, say you want to do red, and you drop it on the shirt. And now there are 3 color zones. That's the strap, that's the ropes, and that's this thing, right? Or this one, right? And that colors it. Now it's kind of dark, so I don't know if we want to do that color red. If you want to, then you would say apply paint. So we could do the yellow. We could apply the yellow to these things. You can only do sort of one at a time, right? So we could apply the paint to that. Go ahead. And then we could apply the paint to that. And then we could apply the paint to the ropes. And now we have that applied there, right? And then, let's see, maybe we should use a lighter shade of red on this. Let's try this one. We got these, so let's try them. So now let's go ahead and take a look. We can say, drop this on it. And now we can look, how does that look? Or how about this one? That looks pretty cool. So say, okay, we'll apply the paint. So now we have colored her shirt. So now we can do the same thing to the pants. And so, let's see, we were using this red. So we can make the pants red there, or at the bottoms, or on the rope, right? So let's go ahead and make the pants red. And then use yellow. Not for that, but for... let's say that. And so now we have sort of this slightly different outfit. It's not like perfect, but it does kind of improve the look, and you know, you can do this with the colors, you know, however you want. Obviously, we're going to go back to our hide armor, but I just wanted to show you guys how we do that. So let's put the hide armor back on, and you can see it keeps its green color. I did not color the hat because I hide the hat, so I don't worry about it. And the boots, I didn't like the way they looked green, so oh well. Do we have room in here to put this? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So hopefully that was informative. The other thing I wanted to do is we now have the ability to craft trank arrows. So, I need narcotics. Hang on. I created a bunch of narcotics. 54, in fact. And so now we can craft 54 trank arrows. It uses one of our existing arrows, but we have a whole bunch of arrows. And so, we'll have about 40 regular arrows and 50 trank arrows. And I made 200 arrows, so there are more arrows in here if we need them. There's also an extra bow if we need that. So the reason I have 2 bows is because for number 6 here, I'm going to drag the trank arrows onto it. So if we hold number 4, whoops, 4, we have the regular arrows. I don't know if you can see them here. If we switch to number 6, we have the arrows. They have like a little bit of green tip on them, and they are trank arrows. And what I would like to do here is we're going to leave the Mo shops. We're going to leave these guys. They shouldn't bother us. There was a Carbonomies over here. That, oh, let me put this fire out. There was a Carbonomies over here that that was like level 95, and I think we could get that guy just with trank arrows, right? Because they're pretty slow, and we could just back away from them and just throw the trank arrows at them, and we should be able to get them tranked up. So let's head out. It's nice and, you know, daylight out. It is 6:45 in the morning. We are level 22 on day 4, almost level 23. I still think leveling happens way too fast in this game, but the other thing we could do is, if it's a high enough level, we could try and getting an Ichthyornis. We could also try to get a Pteranodon if it's high enough level. I try, as I've said before, I try not to tame things below level 50 or 60, just because I feel like it's sort of better to do that, because they get higher stats when they're higher level, but also because then once you've tamed them, they can gain 88 levels. Beyond that, if you think about our Mo shops over there, Miranda, who is level like 152 now, she is now the highest dinosaur on the server. She's the highest being on the server, because I'm still only level 22. Now the big problem, maybe I should bring Miranda with me. The big problem with this is, I'm going to need narcoberries too, I think. The big problem with this is that, or narcotics. The big problem with this is with the stupid Ichthyornises, they like to steal stuff from you. So if I'm walking around with a bunch of trank arrows, they could steal them from me. So what we might want to do is, say, split this in half, and split this in half, and actually put half of these things on her, put the hides on her, because the Ichthyornises can't steal. I don't think they can steal from these guys. And let me take a few megaberries. And give the rest back to Miranda. What level is this Pteranodon? Can I trank you? What level are you? Is this still the level 10? What level are you? Why won't it tell me? Level 55. Okay, I might actually try to get this guy. I gotta make sure Miranda's passive and doesn't attack him. Where's passive? Now where'd he go? Did he go away? There he is. Okay. Bola out. See if we can tame this Pteranodon. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is shoot it with the trank arrows. and hopefully not kill it. Got it. Alright. So now it is unconscious. And let's get some... I don't know if it'll take prime meat. Let's see. I don't know if it'll eat prime meat, and we just leveled up. So let's level up the stamina a little bit. Let's take regular meat, prime meat. I might need to get fish meat for it. I can't remember with these guys, but it should be okay as long as we protect it. So now what we have to do is protect this thing from attack. So let's see. Let's open it up. Let's put the prime meat in it and see if it eats. We're just going to have to wait until the food goes down. We're also going to probably want to put some narcotic on it to increase the torpidity if we need to. You can force feed them. So this is showing you kind of a more normal tame. We cannot put a saddle on this thing yet, but where's the narcotic in here? We can't put a saddle on this thing yet. I really do not need that much narcotic. Let's split it. And again, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Split half. There we go. 17 should be enough. So we'll see if this guy... It doesn't seem to be eating the meat. It has to get hungry. But one thing you got to do is kind of try to protect them. If Dilophosaurus or something comes along, they'll try to kill it. So let's see. I don't know at what point it will try to eat. Let me see if I know they will eat fish, so let me see if I can get some fish. I'm going to stay away from the ichthyornis if possible. Let's bring Miranda over here. Let's whistle her to neutral. And get over here with her and see if she can... Let's just let her guard this thing. I don't know that she can protect it from ichthyornises, though. But you just stay there in case Dilophosaurus come along. She should fight them. And then we're going to go into the water. Oh, and there's a Carbonomys. I can possibly tame him. Yeah, he's level 95. We'll try to tame him too. But let's get the Pteranodon done first. Let's see if I can find some fish. Of course, there won't be any fish when I need them. No, he's eating. The Pteranodon is eating. Okay, it's eating the prime meat. You can see, how could I tell? Because of the yellow. So the pink hexagon goes counterclockwise from full to empty, going from, like, going counterclockwise. And then the yellow one goes clockwise from empty to full. And when the yellow one gets to full, you have tamed the thing. When the pink one gets to empty, it is going to wake up. So one thing I had thought about was just taming a darn parasaur. This guy would tame up to level 85 or something. I don't think that our orphan will go above level 115. And oh, by the way, the Pegamastix is in here. So this is Peggy. I've set her not to not pilfer anything. And yeah, we're just... I'm mostly going to ignore her. I don't like Pegamastices, or whatever, however you say that. So we're just going to stand guard on this guy, and I'll maybe gather a little flint and stone as we go. So one thing we can now do is make metal implements. So as soon as our orphan is up... Is this male? This is a male guy. Alright. As soon as our orphan is awake... Or not awake, is grown, we're going to take this down. And he's 80%. So, need a name for this Pteranodon. I don't know, what should we call him? He's a flying... He's going to be our flyer. He's going to be... the guy, a guy we use to scout and everything. We're gonna have to be around level 40 first for that. I'm not sure. What should we call him? Is there a famous pilot like Chuck Yeager? Maybe we could call him Jaeger? Jaeger! Alright, so let's take a look at his stats. Come here, Jaeger. Jaeger, you can eat the prime meat, you're fine. Let's give you some meat. Jaeger has 567 health, not great. So the stamina we're going to want to pump, and the weight. He can only carry 151 pounds, right? So if you look at what I've got on me right now, I've got 86 pounds. Now, I don't know if he takes all of that, but if that's true, then he would only be able to carry about 70 more pounds. So I can't carry a lot of stuff when I'm on him. So he's following me. We're going to leave Miranda here. We're going to let him come toward me. Come with me. Alright, and then I am going to issue the command to land, which I have bound to F8. And they just got to find a place to land, and then they land. I also want to set Jaeger. Attacking my target. I think I'm going to leave him there on attacking my target, because then I can't attack these guys. But I'm going to leave him there for the moment, because if an Ichthyornis comes around, this guy can fly up there and kick their butts. Right? And once we can put a saddle on him, we can fly up there and just absolutely brutalize them. And what I really want to do is get an Argentivus, which is like a giant dino bird. So that's really good, guys. We now have a Pteranodon. And the reason I wanted to get the Pteranodon early is they will passively level up. So now I really do want to find a Lystrosaurus. Let's have Miranda come with me. We still got a bunch of trank. We've got a bunch of meat. She's got berries, right? If I need to feed things, yeah, she's got tons of berries. She's got some narcoberries. Now I got tons of Medjos. So we can try to tame stuff. I am not going to attack that Carbonemys, because then Jaeger will attack. And I want Jaeger to just kind of leave him alone. Because then we won't be able to tame them. So we're going to leave Jaeger there. I do think... Let's see. Go over here. Hang on. If we go over here... Jaeger needs to... I don't... Well, alright, let me leave him. I was going to try to take the waypoint off of him, but I'm going to leave him, because he might fly around, and this way I can at least find him. One of the most annoying things used to be when your dinos would disappear. Like, you'd lose them somewhere, and you would never be able to find them. So, I remember one time... I can't remember where I was. I was riding a pretty cool mount. I got knocked off of it by Microraptors or something, because they do that to you. And then when I went to go back, I could not find it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. Eventually, it made its way back to me. But it took it a long time, and I thought I had permanently lost it. Alright, what level are you? You're 15. You're useless. What level are you guys? What level are you? You might be good. 15, you're useless. What level are you? 40, you're not so bad. What level are you? Oh, somebody's going to attack me. And that is a Pegamastix. And another Pegamastix. Let's see if I can kill it. Where'd it go? Is that it? Over there? Oh, that's a Dilophosaurus. Oh no, it's an Oviraptor. Alright, well. Alright, Miranda. I don't think he took anything... Well, keep hitting the wrong button. I don't think he took anything important from me, so... put that away. There's another Moschops. Are you male or female? Female level 60 with a baby. Lystrosaurus. That's what I want. I want the Lystrosaurus. Alright, and the reason I want the Lystrosaurus... Whoa. Pegamastix, I hate you! Get out of the way, I want to kill the Pegamastix. Where'd it go? There, right there. There it is. I don't want to kill these other guys. Oh, you are really smart running around the other guys. But, no way. I am going to get you. I got you. Stupid. What did he steal? He stole my dies. Oh, I shouldn't be carrying the dies. That's stupid. Where's Miranda? And that's why I like the little waypoint, because it tells me where she went. Here, you are going to hold the cosmetics, because I don't want them to get stolen. Alright. Let's board her. Let's just see what else we have over here. We got dodos. We could potentially tame a dodo. That's level 50. Didn't I see a Lystrosaurus over here before that guy interfered? We got a bunch of Carbonomes. There's the Lystrosaurus. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. There's the Lystrosaurus, isn't it? Oh no, it's a baby Carbonomes. I thought it was a Lystrosaurus. So we gotta watch out. I don't want to start aggroing the Carbonomes with the other ones around, just because, like, my goal is not to kill them, right? Is this a male or a female? That's a female, so we don't need another female. My goal is not to kill it, it's to tame it, and I don't want to fight a bunch of them. There's another Moschops. What are you? Another female. Where are the males? Bunch of river rocks down here. We could tame some dodos. Level 45 dodo. What are you? Level 80. With a baby dodo. 2 baby dodos following you around. 115. Okay. So this should be pretty easy tame. It should go unconscious pretty quickly. Hopefully I won't kill it. Let the torpor build up a little bit. It takes a little bit of time. Got it. Okay. So now, oh, do they eat meat or berries? Whoa, what hit me? Got 2 of them. I think they eat berries. Where's Miranda? Stop running around. You, get over here. What are you doing? Oh, you're such a pain. Where is she going? What are you doing? Give me the major berries. Stupid. Stay put. And I don't want to shoot anything, so put that down. Alright, dodos. I don't know what's going to happen to the babies now. What happened? Didn't I just take... Oh, yeah, they're right here. I think they take berries. Yeah, they do. So he's starting to tame up. This one. Starting to tame up. Do we have a male and a female? Okay, this is the male. We'll call him Donnie. Alright, Donnie, accept. And is this a female? No, they're both males. Well, I didn't really necessarily... Whoops, didn't mean to pick him up. So this is just a dodo we haven't named. So I didn't really want another male, but that's alright. And Donnie and I don't know, Davy. I always name dodos with D's in their names. They're both following me. Can I get Miranda to follow me? She should come over here now. Now, I don't know what happened to the babies. Doesn't seem like I can imprint on it. Alright, there she is. And there's the dodo. Alright, Davy's 119, Donnie's 147. That is actually not bad. So I'm going to tell him to... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of them stay, pick the other one up. I'm going to get on Miranda. I'm going to run her back, and then I'll come back for Davy. So I'm not going to make you guys watch that. I will bring you back in a bit. Alright guys, we are back. I've got the two dodos in our sort of protective hut here to try to protect them from the ichthyornises. So I think what I'm going to need to do is make what I've done in the past is make like a dodo coop. And the dodos will stay in there, and usually I put it up on stilts basically so that the ground things can't attack them. And then it's enclosed so that things in the air can't attack them. You suck. Hate ichthyornises. Like, because of the stealing, it's super annoying, and as Flinger Foo said, it wouldn't be so bad if after you killed them, you could get back from them the thing that they stole, but you can't. It just vanishes. Sometimes they'll drop it. They'll drop something that's very heavy, but a lot of times you can't get that stuff from them. So let's take some of what this guy is carrying, or girl is carrying, and bring it over here. And all of the fiber goes in here. And she really gathers a lot of great fiber. Yeah, I mean, things are going fairly well here, folks, I think. Our orphan here is nearing leveling up. It's 85%. Still wants kibble, but nothing I can do about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Miranda, mostly as my mule, and we're actually going to head to the other side of the peninsula here. Grab a little more seeds. What I really want to do is use a parasaur for this, because Miranda gathers, I think, more fiber than she gathers seeds. The parasaur doesn't gather any fiber, so I think it might gather more seeds. Ah! Carbonomies. You are far enough away not to cause my guys to freak out. What level are you? Yeah, this is the level 95. Okay. I'm going to actually move her out of the way because I don't want to have to attack her. I'll leave her over here. She's on passive, right? Excuse me. Alright, we'll come back to the carbonomies. I don't think I have to do anything special for these guys. They're pretty slow. I just need to make sure I'm drawing him or her away from my buddies. I don't want to draw her to my guys, right? Because then they will start attacking. Or him. Is it a guy or a girl? Him. So, want to shoot him in the face. I might need more trank arrows. So you give me the trank arrows that I stored on you. Alright, I hit the mute button that time for my cough. Oh no, we don't want you coming down this way. You'll aggro my guys and they'll come attack you. These guys are fairly slow. You really want to hit them in the head because their armor is pretty good. But they're slow, so they can't catch you. Alright, now he's trying to run away, which means he's only got about 25 or 30% torpor left. This will tell you how many arrows it took to get him out. We started with, I think, about 42. I don't think I've missed with any of them. His whole head is just peppered. Oh, oh crap. I fell down the slope. We don't want that. Where is he? I missed one. Man, that takes a lot. I only have 19 arrows left. Right in the face, too. This is the opposite of what you want to do with a Triceratops. There we go, we got him. Alright. So, we just need to put food in his inventory, and this guy likes megaberries. So, it's a level 95, which means it should tame up to something like level 140? 142? Something, probably around 140. So guys, we've done a lot of taming in this episode. We tamed a Pteranodon, we tamed a pair of dodos, and now we're taming a Carbonemys. A giant turtle. 100% taming effectiveness, it won't stay that way. I love how like the tongue is lolling out. I don't know if you can see that, but... And now he's eating some berries. It's going to take a while. So while he's doing that, I think I might actually use this guy to get some more berries and fiber, and I will guard the Carbonemys and look around for other stuff, and I will bring you guys back when we're about tamed up. So guys, our taming is going pretty well, but we just leveled up. So I am going to, let's see, we got some health. Let's keep going stamina a little bit. We'll get to that up to 150. And then we'll see what we do. Our Pteranodon leveled up a little bit, and I gave him some more stamina. You can have some more meat, buddy. And I killed an Ichthyornis, and what I've been doing now is just working on getting the foundations replaced here. I know I've got stuff over there, but now that I have animals in there, I'm going to actually turn that into sort of like a dodo coop. So we'll just go ahead and replace these little by little. There we go. So now we have a wooden floor to our hut. And eventually we'll replace the walls and everything else. Our Carbonemys is almost tamed up. So let's head over there. So he is at 98%. So the next time he eats, I think, it will tame him. And we're going to call him Yertle the Turtle, I think. I fed him a couple of narco berries. It probably wasn't necessary because he's still more than half torpid. And we're going to get plus 46 levels to him, so that'll get him to level 130, 131, something like that. Are we there? Did you eat? Gotta wait a little bit, I guess. So we're going to have some of the highest dinosaurs on the server. Our Parasaur is still aging up. Jaeger's level 84, but Miranda's 155. This is the highest living thing on the server, because I can't get that high. I can only get to 105. And no other, does she have enough measure berries? No other dinosaur on the server, yeah, he does. No other dinosaur on the server can go over 150. So Miranda's now the highest level Moschops on the server. And Yertle over here, when he finishes taming up, will be very close to the highest possible level Carbonemys. Yertle, the turtle. And I did make some cementing paste, which used almost all of the, well, about half of the chitin that I have. We'll make a saddle. We can actually ride Yertle. There we go. Now, he's not very fast. This is about as fast as he goes. He can also harvest, I think. I don't think he's any better than the Mo shops at harvesting. I should probably calibrate that, like bring each one of them up here and have them just farm this whole area and see who gets more berries. The Yertle's great, and these guys tend to have good stats. Wait, wrong stats. Yep, he's got 4,536 health, which is excellent. 394 weight, which is pretty good. 740 stamina. We'll pump his weight so he can hold more. He's going to be a little storage guy for us. He's not very fast, but he's not too bad. He's not that much slower than the Mo shops. You can see he's good at collecting berries. And I don't know, how's his melee? Melee damage 248. Like, he might be a pretty good guard for our area here. Let's get off of him. Whoops, hit the wrong button. I am going to fall off of Pteranodon saddles. It's just gonna happen. So let us, instead of attacking target, let's just set him on plain old aggressive. Let's see. Which way? Behavior. Disable following. Behavior. Let's see. Target only. Enable mating. Oops. No, I don't want that. I clicked the wrong thing. Don't follow. Where is... Mating, enable target, only target conscious. Ignore group whistles, disable ally looking. Targeting, stance. So where's the whole passive, etc.? Alright, so I will whistle him to neutral. Should defend himself if something attacks. And then we can bring Miranda back. Guys, I think we're probably getting pretty close to the end of this episode. Miranda has almost 3,000 hit points, but that is nowhere near as many as Yertle. Yertle's got 4,000 hit points. And he's got turtle armor. And the saddles also, which Miranda can't wear, I think, the saddles give them some armor. So if we take a look at the stats here, let's open this up. The stats give him 20 armor. So he actually has a little bit of armor to protect himself. Got lots of seeds. And we'll take the narcoberries for sure. Leave him with the medjos for now. And our hut will eventually be all made out of wood, probably when you guys come back. So all the berries. Take all the berries. So one thing I do want to mention, guys, I mentioned it at the beginning, but if you didn't watch the intro video, it was episode 0, which I wouldn't blame you for. It's just set up. You might not have known this, but I've got a mod in here that allows larger stacks. So many of these stacks max out at like 100 or 200, but I've got, it's called Cheap Stacks 500, so you get stacks of 500. Is there a way to sort by type? That didn't really do what I want. Sort alphabetical? Oh, there we go. That helps. Okay. So yeah, we're slowly going to have a wood cabin. I've got to decide the walls. I feel like the inside of the walls looks nicer than the outside. So I'm not sure if I want to face the outside in, or you can see it here. So here's the outside of the walls. It just looks like a log cabin. How close are you to finishing? 93%. Inside, you can see this. I feel like that looks nicer. So you could reverse it and show this on the outside, but then we're going to have the ugly walls on the inside, but you have them on the floor anyway. So I'm not sure how I want to do that. All right, guys, I mean, we had quite the day. We tamed up 2 Totos, a Carbonamise, Yertle here, and a Pteranodon Jaeger. So I think that's pretty good. Oh, we have an Ichthyornis over there. I'm going to shoot it, because I hate Ichthyornises. Jaeger's going to go attack him. And Yertle's going to attack him. Did they get him? Good job, guys. I don't know what Miranda's doing over there. Where did he go, though? Where'd you kill him? Oh, is she attacking him? What are you doing? You shouldn't be looting. Okay, let's turn that off. Disable ally looting. She shouldn't be looting. I don't know what she gets from things. I mean, she gets hide and meat. That's great. I don't know, you know, if she's like, some animals are better at harvesting meat than you are, or harvesting hides, and some will harvest only hides or only meat, or bias towards hides or meat. So like, if she's biasing toward meat, well, then I might not want her to do any of that. I might want to do the looting myself. So guys, we're level 24. We are at getting close to sunset on the 4th day on the ARK. I'm really glad that I've set, oops, this goes in the other. This is going to end up just being a fiber thing. We've already got half of it full of fiber. Wow. And almost no thatch and woods because I keep using the thatch and the woods. The thatch and the wood. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of how I want to make the house look. I don't know if I'm going to just turn this into a full-on front porch. I might. Or if I want to extend this out. I don't know. We'll see. There might be a back porch when you guys come back too. And I'm going to make a chicken coop. And I think what I'm going to do is put it here. Once the Parasaur can be ridden, I'll move her over here with the rest of the dinos. I'll kind of surround her by the other dinos, so that if anything attacks her, they will help. And with Jaeger here, I think if I put everybody around Jaeger, if the Ichthyornis attack, he'll just, like what he just did, he'll just fly up there and kill them. Right? And he should be powerful enough to do that. He's 84th level, and I think he's got pretty good melee damage. Let's take a look. He can level up again. 260 melee damage is not bad. For him right now, I'm going to mostly be pumping weight and stamina, sort of alternating. So I pumped his stamina last time to 251. He needs more than that. But let's pump the weight a little bit so he can carry more weight. And so what the idea is, by the time I'm level 34, or 38, right, which is another 14 levels, hopefully he'll be like level 100. And he'll have, be able to carry like 70 more pounds and have like 350 stamina or something. And he'll be able to carry me around. And then we will go flying around, and then we will look for a place to build our stone base and more permanent structures. I definitely think I'm going to build a dodo coop right here, because we've got kind of the basics for it, and I'll just like modify this. One nice thing is you can now pick up things without having to destroy them. It used to be you would destroy them and get about half the resources back. And one of the things you have to worry about, and I do want to point this out, guys, I've been keeping an eye on my weight, and I knew what my weight was when I was doing it. But when you replace, like say you're carrying a bunch of stone foundations and you replace all this wood and thatch with the stone, all the wood and thatch, the destroyed stuff is going to go into your inventory. And you can rapidly become unable to move because the foundations are lighter than the materials that make them, right? And so I've seen it happen where, you know, I'm like replacing a bunch of walls and stuff, and all of a sudden I can't move. So just watch your weight and be aware of that. And a lot of times it's good to have like a storage chest or something that you're just using, you're just keeping right outside your build, and you just keep swapping stuff in and out of it so that you don't get overburdened. The other thing I did want to mention is I do have these torches, these standing torches. They are powered by wood or spark powder, I guess. This one is going to burn for 4 hours. This one is going to burn for 3 hours, and I think that's hours of real time, not game time. So it's not going to burn out at 2200 at like 10 p.m. It's going to burn out when I play the game for 4 hours. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, we can take that. They both got about 38 wood in them. They'll burn for a while. There used to be a mod, and I think there is one, that's the successor to S Plus, Structures Plus. Most of the Structures Plus stuff is now in-game by default, like being able to pick up stuff and things like that, and slightly improved you know, like angle pieces and that kind of stuff. But one of the nice features of S Plus was you could color the torches, I'm pretty sure, if you put dye in them, and you could make a setting that was like the torches. I think they didn't require fuel, but also you could set them like modern lights, where you could set it to go on at 6 p.m. and off at 6 a.m. So like or 9 p.m. whatever. So when the sun sets, the torches would come on, and when the sun rose, the torches would go off. So if I'm away from my base, it's going to do it automatically, which is really cool. And I can remember like I was walking away from my base in ARK Survival Evolved, and I was you know, some distance away, and I'd kind of gotten turned around, and it got dark. And I looked back and I saw I had like blue torches or whatever, and I saw this blue light in the distance, and I'm like, oh, that's my torches, and I could walk right to them, which was pretty cool. Whoops, I'm hitting the command. Oh, the other thing I did want to mention is that you may notice the sky looks a little different. I have been trying to deal with the performance. You guys can't hear it, but when I get into the menu, if I stay in the menu, and if anybody knows why this is, please drop a comment. When I stay in the menu too long, like when I was doing the dyes and showing you guys how to do the dyes, it just makes my fan of my GPU run really fast. It makes the GPU get about 5-10 degrees hotter. It's not doing anything else. It's not an unacceptable temperature. It never goes over like 72. But the game normally runs at about 62. And the RPM of the fan goes from like 1500 to like 24,500, something like that. All because I'm just in the inventory menu, and I've been playing around with different settings to try and improve the performance so that it doesn't do that. I'm still not sure why it does that. We do not need Yertle here. So if anybody knows why and what I could do to make that improve, that would be a real help. But in any case, I've been trying some stuff. So to get rid of the volumetric clouds, you hit the tilde key, which is next to the 1, and then you type a command, and it'll look for you. So r.volumetric, right, and just hit tab. And if you hit 1, keep an eye on the sky, you get all those clouds, right? And then if you hit 0, whoops, I'm typing it wrong. If you hit 0, it turns it off. I actually like it better without the volumetric clouds, and it improves performance, so you can do that. There's also volumetric fog. You can set that to on or off. I have not turned that off yet. And there are several other types of things you can do that are console commands. So you should look those up. They're available online very easily. If you're having trouble with performance, there are all kinds of things you can do to tweak the settings to see if you can improve it. And there's lots of advice for that online. If anybody needs help and wants to post in the comments, I'll help as much as I can, but I'm certainly not an expert in how to improve performance in ARK. I still, after playing for a week, have not been able to figure out how to get the temperature of my GPU and the fan like speed to stop running so hard, you know, when I'm just doing this. I mean, I can understand this, right, because she's maybe really high res, but even when I'm on something like the engram menu, which is just static pictures, right now, just sitting on this menu, my fan is running really hard all of a sudden. By the way, now that we're level 24, we can build stone stuff. We can also, if we can get pelts, build fur, which helps against the cold up in the really colder parts of the world. So we've got a lot of things we can build now. We can build a billboard. We can build a shag rug if we have pelt. We can build pillars and things like that. So we have a lot of things we can build now, guys. And so when you come back, I may have done a lot more building. and hopefully you will... What's going on over there? Did Ichthyornis spawn inside my house? That should not be. That is a bug. They're not supposed to spawn inside a structure like that. Or maybe it just flew through the window. Maybe it flew through the window and got stuck. On the other types of building structures, you can close the windows. There's like a little shutter that you can use to close the window. So I'll probably build those two, leave them closed when I'm not in the house so that they don't bother me. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Leave any questions and comments that you have. Again, I know I don't play this game in a really optimized way. I don't care to do that. You guys know from watching me play City of Heroes, I don't play that in an optimized way either. I play for fun. I play for what I enjoy. I'm, taming dinos because they're fun to tame, and I want to have a nice little menagerie and Noah's Ark of dinos. So, and I build structures for the fun of it, not necessarily for the utility. I like trying different things and experimenting. So just keep that in mind. You can feel free to leave comments about what you think I'm doing wrong and suggestions of what I could do better. And I'm always happy to read that. But if it's just like it would be more Uber to do this, I'm not necessarily going to listen because I don't really care if I'm Uber or not. You guys should know that from City of Heroes. I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been ARK Survival Ascended.